You're watching Good Day Tampa Bay.
Pantone, known for its color matching system, have announced the color of the year for 2025. Mocha Mousse chocolate is described as a warming brown hue imbued with richness. Other words fitting it are quiet luxury, sophisticated and lush, sensorial and comforting. Pantone says it hopes the choice will bring some peace and comfort to a topsy-turvy world. And it's also being tied into the world of chic looks next year as the company sees the color being chosen in luxury fashion item trends. And the year for 2024, it is polarization. The word is a noun meaning distinct division. Editors say the divisive election obviously played a big role in their choice, but other events like the rap feud between Kendrick Lamar and Drake also caused a lot of polarization. Another top word on the list for 2024, demure. That word entered everyone's vocabularies this year thanks to a viral video on TikTok. Other words on the list were fortnight and totality. And that's it for us here at 5. The 6 o'clock hour of Good Day Tampa Bay starts now.
You're watching Fox 13's Good Day Tampa Bay.
Ahead this hour, today marks 2 months since Hurricane Milton made landfall. Why it also marks the final round of cleanup for homeowners.
Plus, a local teen back in custody after escaping a detention center, and now he's facing even more charges.
And President-elect Donald Trump is preparing for day one, why it could include pardoning hundreds of people. Hey everybody, welcome to Good Day Tampa Bay at 6. I'm Russell Rhodes.
And I'm Laura Moody. Good morning, everybody. It's Monday. It's December 9th. We got to check our traffic coming up in just a minute, but look who is back. Dave, we missed you. Welcome back, buddy.
I'm back. Thanks for all the calls and everything. Yeah? I'm messing with you. No, I'm messing with you. Yeah, straight up 6 o'clock this morning. Like I said, take a couple of weeks off and forget all about you. 61 degrees in Tampa. I got 40s as you get up toward the Brooksville area. But honestly, it's just all these 50s starting off this morning. We're about near normal in many, many spots. And it really is just going to be another beautiful, beautiful day. We had mostly sunny skies yesterday. We'll do it again today, but with a south wind. Look the difference, though. We're about 7 to 10 degrees warmer than we were yesterday at this time. So it's a noticeable difference when you walk out the door. In general, partly cloudy and pleasant. We're bringing it back to the upper 70s for high temperatures today and maybe even as high as 80 tomorrow. However, cold front coming through on Wednesday and then much cooler for Thursday. All those numbers I'll give to you in just a few minutes. Let's check that morning commute. Regina, how are you?
I am good. We missed you, even though you don't want to believe it. Anyways, good morning, everybody. We're going to head out to I-275 southbound in St. Pete. We've got an accident reported as you approach the Sunshine Skyway Bridge heading towards Manatee County. You can see a lot of congestion behind it. It looks like at least one lane is blocked. So just keep that in mind if heading over that bridge is part of your morning commute. Meanwhile, heading over to another bridge, the Howard Franklin, you've got plenty of cars getting out on the roadways at the top of this 6 o'clock hour, but overall things moving along relatively fine. We're going to head to I-4 heading westbound. You've got traffic starting to build up as you head through Plant City, so we usually see that at this time. Again, just maybe hop on 92 if you can. Otherwise, we're going to head down to the Manatee and Sarasota County area. Fine ride for you along I-75 through 01, but some slight taps on the brakes on US 41. Russell, Laura?
All right, thank you. Well, developing in Hillsborough County, a 15-year-old accused of murder is back in custody after escaping from the juvenile detention center. Authorities discovered Jamir Moore was missing during a morning head count on Sunday morning. Tampa police and the U.S. Marshals Task Force found him around 9:15 last night. Moore was arrested on Wednesday for the murder of 14-year-old Javario Bowie, who was shot and killed in April. The Department of Juvenile Justice is investigating how Moore escaped. The 15-year-old will likely be charged as an adult.
In Polk County, a 23-year-old is charged with shooting both his parents. The father died. The mother survived. It happened at a home on Highland Boulevard in Bartow. After the shooting, deputies say Joseph David Voigt took off in the family car. He was arrested on Sunday morning in Orlando, now charged with first-degree murder and first-degree attempted murder. Now, according to jail records, Voigt had been arrested in Polk County twice in less than 2 months. One area. He'd only been out of jail for a week when Saturday night's killing happened. Sheriff's Office is expected to release more details on the case later today. Happening today in Hillsborough County, the final pass for hurricane debris pickup. That includes both construction and demolition debris, along with yard waste.
It's been an ongoing process since October. Our Matt McClellan joins us live now with more on what residents need to know if they still need help cleaning things up. Hey, good morning.
Russell, good morning. Laura, good morning. So according to Hillsborough County, debris haulers, disaster debris haulers have collected over the past 60 days nearly 3 million cubic yards of debris. That is enough to fill Raymond James Stadium 7 times. And the county, Russell, estimates 52%, more than half of county debris has been transported to collection sites. That includes debris carried by people themselves, homeowners and residents themselves. That's 5.5 million cubic yards. And it's also noteworthy that FEMA will reimburse the county for all debris picked up within 90 days of landfall. So if we look back to October 9th, landfall on Hurricane Milton, here we are 60 days later. January 9th takes us out to 90 days. That is the deadline to get all of the outstanding debris picked up in order to have it paid for by FEMA. Russell?
All right, Matt. Thank you. And another heads up for those affected by this year's hurricanes. Today is the last day to head over to the DSNAP application site at Tropicana Field. It's open from 7 to 5. DSNAP provides food assistance for individuals and families impacted by Hurricanes Helene and Milton. Families who already receive food assistance through the regular SNAP program cannot apply for DSNAP too. Today in Polk County, help for Florida farmers affected by the hurricane season. The U.S. Department of Agriculture and FEMA are opening farm recovery centers across Florida. Today's center is at the W.H. Stewart Center in Bartow. Farmers can speak with federal and state officials to get details on loans, grants, and other resources. Many farmers in Polk were affected by Hurricane Milton in October. Polk is the biggest orange-producing county in the state. Today's event runs from 9 to 3. Well, still ahead this hour, the latest on the search for the healthcare assassin in New York City.
At the big reveal from his backpack and a nearly perfect proposal. How one furry photo bomber nearly stole the spotlight. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Laura, starting off mainly in the 50s for you. This is up upper 40s, lower 50s in our northern counties. Nonetheless, beautiful day, mixture of clouds and sunshine as temperatures go back to this afternoon. Enjoy your Monday.
Fox 13 Sky Tower Radar Weather is brought to you by Spa Manufacturers, the only place for quality hot tubs and swim spas at the lowest prices. Just look for the Big Yellow Dock on Ulmerton Road.
Fox 13 helps you make every day a good day.
And welcome back to Good Day. The search continues this morning for the assassin who killed a healthcare CEO in New York City.
Well, the hunt is now in its 6th day, and police and the FBI have still not identified who this is. New photos have been released, though, by investigators that appear to show the gunman wearing a mask in the back of a taxi. This comes after more pictures were released last week showing him at a hostel lobby in New York City. Investigators also believe they found his backpack, and inside, fake cash, Monopoly money. Police divers have been searching a pond in Central Park where the suspect fled after the shooting. They're looking for a gun. The gunman shot and killed United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson last Wednesday while he was walking outside of a Manhattan hotel. The FBI is offering a $50,000 reward for information that leads to his arrest.
So yesterday turned out to be a fantastic day. We've had a bunch of cold mornings, okay? And at least for the next couple of mornings will be fine. And then it gets kind of chilly again by the end of the week. So got another little front coming through Wednesday. We'll tell you that's just going to knock temperatures down for a day or two. And then they'll go right back up again. Look at the rainfall totals so far for the month of December. A big old goose egg, which honestly, it's completely fine. Look at how much rain we have had this year. Almost 80 inches of rain when a normal is closer to 50. We're 32 inches above normal. Not complaining about the fact we don't have a drop in December so far. My goodness. Yesterday got up to the low to mid 70s. Today you're going to get a little bit warmer, and the reason is our winds will be out of the south today. So we're just going to pump temperatures up a few degrees from where we left you yesterday afternoon. It is now 50 in Brooksville, mid 50s for Lakeland. Some lower 50s frostproof back to Wauchula. Sarasota's at 57 and St. Pete at about 59. But the winds are slowly shifting to kind of more of a south wind because high pressure is sitting off to the east of us. That south wind will bring our temperatures up today to the upper 70s and then maybe closer to 80 degrees for tomorrow. The south wind will also get those 2 points back in the lower 60s. Not a big deal. Nowhere near humid. Really, really nice. And then look what happens by Wednesday night. Oh my goodness, the drier air just comes roaring right back in, and the cooler air as well. Today, just partly cloudy, upper 70s. Tonight will be fine, a lot of 50s to near 60. And then tomorrow we go right back to near 80 degrees, and that'll be the warmest day we've had so far this month. Then your cold front comes into the area. So by Wednesday morning, some clouds, couple of tiny little showers, but by early afternoon, here's your kind of broken line of rain associated with the cold front. That'll come through. The winds will shift to the north on Wednesday afternoon, and then the bottom is going to drop out of these temperatures. So for instance, tomorrow we'll be up near 80 degrees for a high. Thursday, the high temperature will only be in the lower 60s. So there's your big difference. Decent rain amounts, too, right across parts of I-10 from Panama City back to Pensacola to the Mobile area. So they're going to get a decent amount of rain. We're not going to get much. Just a couple of quick showers, little line of showers as this front moves through on Wednesday, and that should be about it for the rain. So partly cloudy, pleasant, your high temperature 78 tonight, a couple of clouds, comfy 62, 50s inland and north, and then for Tuesday, warmest day of the week with a high temperature around 80 degrees. Boaters, just a light chop on the coastal waters for you today. Enjoy that. Quick little showers on Wednesday, no big deal, and then look at Thursday's high. Only 62 degrees. That's a big difference.
I like it, though. Not too shabby. All right, Dave, thank you. Good morning, everybody. We've officially got Skyfox flying over the scene of that accident we just talked about along I-275 southbound. This is as you approach the Sunshine Skyway Bridge from the St. Pete side and head towards Manatee County. You can see a road ranger is trying to keep traffic out of that left lane, but the accident itself is off to the shoulder, so traffic is moving along pretty good in those lanes. Don't expect too much congestion there. We can talk about congestion, though, along I-4 heading westbound through Plant City and really coming from Lakeland. You can see a lot of stop and go traffic in those westbound lanes. Speeds of 15 miles per hour reported towards Lakeland, 19 miles per hour as you go through Plant City. So we really see this every morning. And what we also see every morning that's starting to build up is traffic starting to increase in that downtown interchange near Tampa. Overall, though, as we head to Pasco County, all your majors are in the green. A fine ride for you along State Road 52, State Road 54, and that's Suncoast Parkway. Russell, Laura?
Reminder now, Fox 13 is teaming up with Metropolitan Ministries for the Triple Match campaign. Each donation, big or small, will be triple matched up to the first $100,000 to help families in need. Just scan the QR code that you see on your screen. That will take you directly to the site where you can make a donation. The campaign runs through December 20th. We posted additional information at our website, fox13news.com, in the Care Force section. Well, next in Hot Clicks, an easy solution to putting up your holiday decorations.
And just keep them up all year long. Coming up after the break, how one Bay Area family turned their seasonal skeleton into a local landmark.
Fox 13 Skyfox Traffic is sponsored by Glass Doctor. Chipped or broken windshield will protect those you care about the most.
Call the Glass Doctor, we'll fix your paint. Oh, yeah!
See how Triple Match can triple your donation on fox13careforce.com.
Fox 13's Good Day, the best way to start your day.
Welcome back at 6:22 on your Monday morning. It's time to see what's clicking on the web.
Good morning, Jennifer.
Good morning, my friends. Happy hot clicking. First up this morning, what could be more romantic than proposing to your girlfriend in the middle of all those holiday lights in New York City? Well, another very New York moment kind of overshadowed that surprise. The couple was taking photos in Midtown Manhattan near Radio City Music Hall when they got upstaged by one tiny resident. Do you see it at the bottom of the screen?
Oh.
Just moments before the man got down on one knee, a rat scurried around. There it is, right next to that Christmas display.
That's a big rat.
Oh, yeah. Social media has even given him a nickname. Remember Pizza Rat a few years ago? Well, you can call this one Proposal Rat. Many joke that it's good that the woman didn't notice the rat before the proposal because she probably would have made a run for it.
Yikes.
And next up, why use horsepower when you could use dog power? The owner of a dog sled kennel in Wisconsin got her dogs out for some mushing a few days ago. These are all Alaskan Huskies. The owner says the weather in Solon Springs was cold and windy this day, but the dogs loved every minute of it. And finally, a hot click from a family in Valerico who turned a simple Halloween decoration into a local landmark. We're talking about the Skelly of Valerico. And if you've driven up or down Bell Shoals Road in the past few weeks, you definitely cannot miss him. Skelly, as they've nicknamed him, sits at the end of their driveway all by himself. Now, it may be hard to tell, but he stands over 12 feet tall. Now, since he got so much attention, they decided to leave him up all year long. They just change his outfit depending on the season or the holiday. Of course, Halloween is still his favorite holiday. The family even teams up with St. Jude's every October to raise money for sick kids. The family has since created a Facebook page to share all of Skelly's adventures. And since the Christmas season is here, Skelly just found the perfect costume. There he is. He is Cousin Eddie from National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. He got the bathrobe, the hat, even the cigar, and yes, he's even got the waist tube from the RV. Now, we won't repeat his famous line here on Morning TV. Well, as you'd imagine, there are now quite a few homes across the country that leave their giant skeletons up year-round. In fact, Skelly even found a groupie across the street. The two skeletons apparently hit it off, even exchanging love notes.
Stop it.
Skelly even joked, "Till death do us part." Skelly found a lady friend.
Wow.
I love it.
I know. All right,
great.
Jen, thank you.
You're welcome.
How'd you like to be part of Hot Clicks? Just share your videos with us. You can post it to our Facebook page. You can tweet us using the hashtag Hot Clicks, and you can see your video right here on Good Day. Stay with us. Coming up ahead in the next half hour. Ready to go bowling?
Preview of the college football postseason, including two big matchups in Tampa.
The Fox 13 Care Force has teamed up with Metropolitan Ministries for a holiday campaign we call Triple Match.
Just take out your camera, click on the QR code, and the amount you donate will be tripled.
That's 3 times the money.
Which provides 3 times the food.
It's an easy way to triple the chance of giving hope to Bay Area families in need.
You're watching Good Day Tampa Bay.
Welcome, everybody. I'm Russell Rhodes.
And I'm Laura Moody. Good morning. Our top stories are coming up in just a minute. But first, we need another check of this Monday morning forecast with Dave Osterberg.
Ooh. Look at this. Look how pretty it is on this lovely Monday. Now, I thought yesterday was a near perfect day, and we got back up into the mid-70s. Now, we're starting at 61 degrees. There's a beautiful, beautiful picture for you this morning from the Tampa cam. Looking at downtown, most areas, though, are in the 50s. Tampa's really the only spot in the 60s, low to mid-50s, Northport to Wauchula, Sebring to Lakeland, to the 48 that we have for you in Brooksville, 52 in Crystal River. Temps today will go up into the upper 70s, though, and the difference is we're going to get more of a south wind. So really just kind of a mixture of clouds and sunshine today with highs just a couple degrees above normal into the upper 70s. Regina?
All right, Dave, thank you. Good morning, everybody. 6:30 on this Monday. We are going to head out to a lovely shot, courtesy of Sky Fox, flying over the Howard Franklin Bridge as you come into Hillsborough County. Lots of people getting out on that Monday morning commute. This is also a look at I-75, just north of I-275, near that South Apex in Manatee County. You're starting to see a little more stop-and-go traffic as people head out the door. So on the flow maps, that's where you're seeing that yellow and orange starting to build up, especially as you head over the Manatee River. We also do want to let you know about this congestion we're seeing along I-275 as you approach the Sunshine Skyway Bridge on the St. Pete side heading towards Manatee County. As you can see in our camera, the accident is off to the shoulder, but lots of looky-loo traffic, so hopefully that will clear up in just a bit. Russell, Laura?
All right. Thanks, Regina. Heads up if you are planning to take your boat out today from the Courtney Campbell Causeway. You can't do it, and you may not be able to do it for several days. Hillsborough County is closing the boat ramp and the parking lot for an improvement project. The ramp will be closed today through Thursday, should, though, be back open by Friday. And Raymond James Stadium just booked its 2 big bowl games for the season.
Tampa tourism leaders are definitely cheering about it, too. That's because they managed to land some legendary college football teams. Fox 13's Kelly Cowan is live for us at Ray J with more on the ReliaQuest and the Gasparilla Bowls.
Good morning to you guys. Yeah, 3 huge names in college football coming for these 2 bowls and bringing their massive fan bases with them. So this is huge for college football fans in the Bay Area, and it is absolutely going to be a big boon for businesses in this area as well, because over the last 2 weeks of December, you're going to have so many fans in town and experiencing everything that Tampa Bay has to offer. Tickets for both games are already on sale. It's $50 to start at the Gasparilla Bowl, and you can get into the ReliaQuest Bowl for as little as $80.
All right, Kelly Cowan live for us this morning.
And speaking of college football, the bracket is set for the first ever 12-team college football playoff. The matchups were confirmed on Sunday. 4 teams will get a first-round bye. That's Oregon, Georgia, Boise State, and Arizona State. The next 4 will host first-round games: Texas, Penn State, Notre Dame, and Ohio State. The final 4, Tennessee, Indiana, SMU, and Clemson. Biggest team left out, and Kelly just mentioned it, Alabama. Playoffs start December the 20th. The national championship game is a month later, on January 20th. College football playoff was expanded from last year when it was just 4 teams. The selection committee hoped to avoid the controversy it faced back then when an undefeated Florida State was left out.
Today in Tampa, you can land a job working sporting events and live entertainment. The Vinnick Sports Group is holding a part-time hiring event. It's happening between 4 and 6 at the Yangling Center at USF Tampa. But they're not just hiring for the center. They're also hiring for the Tampa Bay Lightning and Amalie Arena. Positions range from parking and security to housekeeping, social media coordinator. Pay starts at $14 an hour, and you can pre-apply at VinnickSportsGroup.com.
Well, still ahead, guess who's back?
Fans of the UCF football team are very excited by the team's future, and all because of a very familiar face. Plus, a group of celebrities bearing it all for a big cause. The revealing reality show tonight on Fox.
And then ahead in our next hour at 7, the key to unlocking better sleep, the gift you may find under the Christmas tree this year.
Welcome back. Almost 6:40 on your Monday morning, and we've got Skyfox showing off today. Look at this gorgeous sunrise as they fly over downtown Tampa. They're actually on their way, though, to check and see if we can get more information or a clearer picture of an accident that's being reported along I-275 near the Sly Avenue exit. This is a look at residual traffic behind it at Bush Boulevard. We know that a lot of rush hour traffic typically builds up in this area anyway, so hopefully we'll have more information on that for you in just a second. And then we are also taking a look at a lot of stop and go traffic along I-4 heading westbound. There is an accident reported around here at the Nonasassa Road. You could see some flashing lights there back in the distance, so I'm assuming that's what that is. But overall, it's not moving along too bad, but expect some delays of about 10 minutes being reported. I know this is a big road for people to head on in their morning commute, so I do want to report an accident along Bush Boulevard at Orange Grove Road. Overall, though, in Polk County, 570 or State Road 60, but you do have a lot of delays along I-4 heading from Polk Parkway to US 27.
And it's time to check in with Charlie Belcher, fully clothed this morning. Hello.
Well, yeah, it's chilly out.
Although I can only see you from the waist up, so I don't know what's going on below, but sorry. On this day in history.
It's Monday. It's Monday, Jen.
Phone's ringing already.
Yeah, you had to pace yourself. You working all week? Would you like to? Is it today your Friday?
I'm blushing. I don't normally blush. It takes a lot for that to happen. How was the weekend?
Yeah.
Help me.
Bucks won. How about you? Look, you got to beat the teams you're supposed to beat. Go Bucks. Let's go. Leading the NFC South.
That's right.
Good. Yeah. Go Bucks.
Go Bucks.
Hey, you mentioned on this date in history. That's a great segue because it is, it is December 9th, 2024. It is 12/9. So, you know, from wherever you were taking me, I'm going to take you to the purest part of television.
Please.
Not whatever special is airing tonight. Let me tell you about a special that aired December 9th, 1965. It was 59 years ago today. Charlie Brown Christmas airs for the very first time. A Charlie Brown. It was the first of the Peanuts specials.
Okay.
We talked about on Friday. It was Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. It was 60 years for Rudolph, the claymation special.
Yeah.
And then a year later, we were blessed with a Charlie Brown Christmas, where we learned such an important lesson that it's not, the tree can be small and gangly and still be a beautiful representation of what the holiday is all about. So yeah, I love that. That's got to be my favorite of all the Charlie Brown specials. I love that at the end. Merry Christmas, Charlie Brown.
Yeah, and I got to see that for the first time with you.
That's right. That's right. You're welcome. And isn't your life a little better having that in it?
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So tonight, I want you to watch that again. So tomorrow.
Yes.
That's all we're talking about.
Yes.
All right, good. Hey, speaking of the holidays, this month for me, I always look forward to December because it's always fun. I get to just go to these different places and figure out what they're doing for the holidays, and everybody's got these different holiday events. And some of them have been around for years and years and years, and sometimes we get to launch a brand new one. And that's what we're doing today, telling you about a brand new one happening at the Florida Aquarium. It is called Yuletides. Get it? Get it?
Yes.
Tides, aquarium, water, Yuletide, huh?
Yeah.
I love it. Yuletides. It celebrates the holidays with a coastal tradition and celebrating the holidays of different coastal regions. We're talking lots of fun. Now, this goes through January 5th. Select nights, they're open even later. Santa is here sometimes. You can get your photo with him. You can sign up for an extra breakfast with Santa. So flaquarium.org to figure out exactly, before you plan your trip, what's happening. Are the extended hours that night? Is Santa going to be here then? So flaquarium.org to plan your visit. But we're going to decorate cookies this morning. There's a hot chocolate bar.
Ooh.
Hot chocolate bar.
Oh, yes.
Consider me Norm. I'm going to sit at the corner of that. That's an old reference for you people who watch Cheers. I'm going to plant myself at the corner like Norm and visit that hot chocolate bar. Can't wait for that. And of course, all of the wonderful marine life that call them the Florida Aquarium home, including today, Jennifer, because I don't know why they're from a warm climate, but for whatever reason, we think of a particular bird around the holidays. You're going to get it. You're going to get your pengy fix this morning. So don't you go anywhere. I'm going to give you your pengy fix, I think in the 9 o'clock hour. So you have to stay tuned for that.
Yes.
But Yuletides and a penguin right here on Good Day Tampa Bay.
Take all of it. All right, Charlie. Thank you.
Good.
Jen, your hot chocolate marshmallows, yeah? Jen, marshmallows in your hot chocolate?
Oh, yes, for sure.
Little mini ones or big ones?
Mini.
Little mini ones.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see what Charlie likes in a little bit. Monday and Tuesday this week, they'll be the warmest of the month so far. We'll go upper 70s today. We'll be actually near or touching 80 degrees tomorrow. And then a cold front comes through. Cold front coming through, just a few showers around on Wednesday, kind of late morning-ish, early afternoon. But then the bottom is going to drop out of these temperatures for just a couple of days. So we'll be at 80 tomorrow, and highs will be in the lower 60s for Thursday. So big drop middle to latter portion of the week, but then a fast rebound in time for the weekend. That is beautiful for you this morning. 61 degrees, light winds, mostly sunny skies. What a great start to the day. It's 56 in West Chase, 52 in New Tampa. Grab your jackets, but again, this isn't that bad. We've had much colder so far this season. It's 48 in Inverness to Brooksville, 52 for you in Crystal River, 54 for my friends in Newport Richey. A lot of 57s, Bradenton, Sarasota, Lakewood Ranch, 58 in Haines City, and low to mid 50s for everybody else in Polk County. But believe it or not, and I know this is kind of cool with these 40s and lower 50s, these temperatures are running 6 to 10 degrees warmer than they were yesterday at this time. That's a big difference. It's a noticeable difference too. And while the winds are light, in general, we are shifting to more of a southerly wind. And that southerly wind is going to help to bring those temperatures up. That's why instead of the low to mid 70s, which we had yesterday, today upper 70s, tomorrow near 80, out ahead of this cold front Once the front comes into the area, there's not a lot of rain. We'll get a quick little line of showers to roll through, let's say Wednesday, late morning, early afternoon. That's it. Not a lot of rain. And then the north wind takes over and drags in 30s and 40s for you by Thursday morning. So today, partly cloudy. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, upper 70s to near 80 next couple of days. And here comes your front. Again, not a lot of rain associated with it. This broken line of showers moves through late morning, early afternoon, Wednesday. That's it. And we clear it back out, and then we're just gorgeous again and going all the way through next weekend. So partly cloudy and pleasant. There's your 78. Tonight, 50s to lower 60s. Overall, maybe a light jacket needed. That's about it. And then for Tuesday, clouds, sunshine, short pants weather with a high temperature of about 80 degrees for you. South winds 5 to 10 for boaters, seas running a foot or less. Just a light chop on the coastal waters. Look at Thursday's high temperature. So Tuesday 80, Thursday 62, but then Saturday and Sunday right back to the mid 70s. Looking great.
Stay with us. Coming up next in business, the end of the eras. The highest grossing concert tour in world history finally comes to an end. We've got to look back at how much all those Swifties actually spent. We'll be right back.
On Dinner Diaz, a mother sauce masterclass. We make bechamel and use it for a perfect pie and sensational sandwich.
Today at 1 on Fox 13.
In this morning's Business Watch, Wall Street is still responding to last week's jobs report that shows the job market remains solid ahead of another possible interest rate cut. Dow fell 123, NASDAQ rose 159, the S&P gained 15 on Friday. And it's the end of an era in more ways than one. Taylor Swift performed the final show of her Eras Tour last night in Vancouver. The tour started nearly 2 years ago and spanned 150 performances all over the world. According to the pollster, the tour grossed over $2 billion, making it the highest grossing concert tour in history. And that's not including the economic boost to all those cities, which will likely top $1 million at each stop. Futures, Dow's up 28, NASDAQ down 58, and the S&P down 6. Still ahead, there's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. And there's no piece of movie memorabilia like this. How these fake rubies just broke a very real holiday record.